ballers, baby. We got some ballers. Listen, Keaton, the linebacker of the Wade twins, we got one. That boy played as a true freshman and he played as a sophomore. And he get to that quarterback. 6'5", 250. Outside linebacker, listen. Man, he can play what he want to play on the defensive side of the ball. Then you got his brother, Destin Wade. He at QB. Look, then somebody just left us in the class of 24. Well, hey, in the class of 24, we got somebody who done already been in college ball. Now that's gonna add depth. Now that's gonna also add competition. Who gonna get that backup spot? Who gonna get that backup spot? Cause hey, you already know Shador first round. So who getting that backup spot? And can this be the quarterback of the future? Hey, yo, Coach Pratt, listen, I was just about to tell y'all we about to load up. And bam, we already loaded up.
Talking about like the new movie, The Book of Clarence, and he was talking about knowledge and belief, right? And said because of how a lot of people grow up, right, their knowledge is oftentimes more stronger than their belief because their knowledge is predicated upon what they can see, what's tangible, what's in the physical, how I grow up. But you always get to a certain point in life to where you have to believe in something that you can't see, right? That's faith. That's dreams, that's goals, that's aspirations, that's things that's never been done before, right? You always have to go into that space in that realm, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Belief is always predicated upon what you can't see. Knowledge is always predicated upon what I can see, right? The tangible, the physical, right? And I think what takes one from, knowledge to belief is encounters, people, situations, circumstances. And I feel as if every young person, man, at a certain point in your life, you're gonna go through a certain period, rites of passage, to where you're gonna have to turn that knowledge into belief.
Keaten Wade, linebacker.
So, y'all been twins your whole life?
Yes, sir, exactly. Pretty much. Built-in best friends. Yeah.
Finish each other's sentences?
Yep. Basically, talk the same, like the same things, do everything together, so, yes, sir.
But opposites. How'd that come about?
I mean, I think all our life, Destin played quarterback, so I've been always on the defensive side, holding it down, so I played defense, offense, play a little bit of everything back in the day, but we are different. Yeah.
And what about the decision to come here?
I see what Coach Prime doing here, and I believe in him, and I believe in his culture and how he runs things here, and I just want to be a part of that and make something big happen.
A blessed pregnancy because twins are always high risk, but they were huge twins. I mean, they came out at Keaton was 7 pounds, 4 ounces. Destin was like 5 pounds, 3 ounces. So that's almost 13 pounds a baby. They had to watch him really closely because Keaton was sucking all the food from Destin. So, they played football from the time they were 5 years old in the Pee Wee League. Started out with the Raiders and then moved to the Coyotes. And Destin and Steve, their father, coached them throughout all of Pop Warner. It was hot and they'd be right before the game just hanging out underneath the trees. And all the parents would look at them and go, are we going to lose it this time? Are they ready? Can they play? Because they looked like they were ready to just kick back with a juice box or something. and they hit that field and something would happen and they would just had a intensity. They loved the game. So I think it was pretty evident early on that they had the potential to be really talented athletes.
Keaten Wade was born on October 22nd in Nashville, the capital and most populous city in the state of Tennessee. And his hometown is listed as Spring Hill, Tennessee. Spring Hill is located approximately 30 miles south of Nashville. Its population was approximately 50,000 in 2020. Spring Hill is the fourth fastest growing city in Tennessee and is in the Nashville metropolitan area. Son of Valerie and Steve Wade, he has 3 brothers, Jalen, Cameron, and his twin brother Destin. Keaton played football at Summit High School in Spring Hill, Tennessee for Coach Brian Coleman. He also played varsity basketball at Summit High School as a power forward and small forward.
A freshman guard, ring number 2, Keaten Wade.
Keaton was a finalist for Class 6A Mr. Football as a senior, an honor won by his twin brother, Destin. He was Max Prep's Defensive Player of the Year for the 2021-22 season and helped lead Summit High School to a 3-year record of 40-5. The team was state champion in Division I Class 5A as a junior, 14-1 record, and state runner-up twice, Class 5A as a sophomore, 12-3, and Class 6A as a senior, 14-1. He was named Region 7 6A Defensive MVP. Keaton played in the All-American Bowl for the East Squad in San Antonio, Texas on January 8, 2022. Keaton graduated from Summit High School in 2022 and had college scholarship offers from over 25 schools, including LSU, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Tennessee, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Virginia, Louisville, USC, Michigan, and others. The University of Kentucky was Keaton's first scholarship offer.
First of all, I would like to thank everybody here and streaming online for sharing this special moment with us. First and foremost, we want to thank God for blessing us with the talents to play a game that we love. Without Him, none of this could happen, and we hope that we can honor Him with our efforts. Secondly, we want to thank our parents, especially our mom, for everything she's done for us, spending time with and providing for us to have the best life possible. And our dad for coaching us ever since we were little and keeping us on track to succeed. We also want to thank our brothers Cameron and Jalen, as well as our family, for supporting us. We want to thank Coach Buck Fitzgerald and all the MPA staff for always believing in us and walking alongside us every step throughout this journey. Big thanks to Coach Paul Downer, who started the Spring Hill Coyotes and Hawks Football League that we played in when we were young. We're also grateful to Coach Ty Bailey, Lee Reddy, and Coach Coleman, and all the Summit coaches, and all our teammates for helping us reach our dreams. You are all important people in our lives. We appreciate Ms. Lamb and high school Summit teachers and staff for the tremendous amount of support and shown to us over the years, and we will never forget the way the students in Spring Hill community have rallied around us with support and encouragement. You guys truly feel like family. We put a lot of time and thought into the decision to commit to a college football program. It was not an easy one and is made more difficult knowing that we will disappoint some amazing college coaches and staff who have invested their time and energy into us. We are honored that they would consider us worthy of the effort. In the end, we've chosen a school that seems to carry on the same sense of family you have all started and provides the best fit academically, athletically, and geographically. Therefore, it was with great excitement and anticipation that we are happy to say we have chosen to commit to the University of Kentucky.
Jacket out there. Yeah.
I could say, with this, also some things that jump out at you as you talk about this class. We signed the #1 player in the state. In Dane Key, 4 top players in the state. You add that to the 16 we already have, that's 20 players in state. That's probably the highest number I've had since I've been here, I would think, unless maybe when I walked in the door. #1 player in Delaware, in Tomiwa, and then #2 player in the state of Tennessee. 3 of the top players in the state of Tennessee. In Barry on Brown, Keaton, and Destin Wade. And then number 3 player in Michigan, in Deion Walker. And you talk about size. The length on him is amazing. Terrific player. Number 3 player in Pennsylvania, in Tyrese Fearby, the outside linebacker. And, you put him with Keaton. Those are 2 of the best edge rushers I think you could recruit. And 2 terrific players, but just overall, very, very proud of this group, and we're continuing to work and hopefully add to that #1 in state. So we'll see.
Brad White, defensive coordinator, also the outside linebackers coach here at Kentucky. Couldn't be more excited about the 2 outside linebackers that we're bringing in this class and starting here, with Keaten Wade. Been recruiting Keaton for a long time. You can see right here on this first clip that he has. I was actually at this game watching this play live and in person, and to understand how much of a game changer he is. There's some momentum here by the other team. You can see the ability to go up and get the ball, high point it, and then go 99 yards and just completely change the ball game. He's big, he's long, he's athletic. You'll see as we go through these clips here. Obviously watch the great get off. Really reminiscent of some really great edge rushers that we've had here. Watch the power at the top. Really a violent finisher. really excited about what he brings to the table, both in the box and out of it. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a guy that can do a lot of different things. Watch the close here. We talk about top of pocket. A lot of people can get to this position, but now do you have the burst to finish? Watch him close. Causes a lot of turnovers, both on the quarterback, on the running back. You can see the interception from the previous clip. I mean, he's just a fun, exciting player. The great thing, he's really just a phenomenal young man. He just loves to learn. Watch his hands. Watch him play with extension. A lot of big, tall guys, they don't use it. He extends, he separates, and then watch this finish. Watch the close, violently finishes. I mean, that poor quarterback had no chance right there. All right. Here he is on the edge again. I remember watching this play this year, and it's just reminiscent of Josh Allen against Central Michigan back in 2018. Really get our program going that year. Same deal here when he closes off that backside and chase. I mean, Keaton's got one of those highlight films you could just sit here for an hour and watch clip after clip, and that's just as a senior. You watch him here, block a punt. Watch how easily he can scoop and score. A lot of guys really struggle. They kick the ball. Just his talent is through the roof. Expect big things right here. Watch him. He's going to slide in the apex. He's got the ability to play Jack or Sam for us. Watch him steal the football here from the running back. Again, game-changing play, and then he can take it to the house. I mean, and again, this is the kind of teammate he is. Watch him give it to a teammate that he scored plenty so that they get an opportunity to score a touchdown in their high school career. I mean, he's an unbelievable young man, an unbelievable talent. Can't wait to get him in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Summit High School's principal, Sarah Lamb. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Summit High School, we'd like to welcome our families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2022.
Keaten Arthur Wade.
What's up, BBN? Keaten Wade here, outside linebacker, and I'm just excited to get ready to work, and I'm glad that we're moving in right now.
What's up, BBN? I'm Destin. I play quarterback. I'm just excited to be here. Such a blessing, and excited to get to work with my new teammates and coaches. Let's get it.
Do people ever get you all confused?
Yes, for sure. Even sometimes my parents get us confused, so a little bit, but not as much when we're younger. So
Yeah. You grow out of that eventually. But does it? I mean, y'all have been together forever. Does it get annoying ever that y'all are always?
I guess I'm not thinking about it so far like right now, but I believe like you just got to make the most of your time together. So like I thought it was smart for us just to go to college have an opportunity to live our life more together.
It feels like it's kind of Keaton's kind of taking a shot at you, Destin, because he sacks quarterbacks. You are one. So is there any sort of inside anger here, any sort of jealousies that I'm not aware of?
I don't think any inside anger. Maybe just competition between me and him, just trying to be the best we can be. But we always make jokes about like him sacking me in practice, like we're not gonna do that and stuff like that. But it's just over like a brotherly competition with us. No anger, nothing.
It felt like every Saturday I would get on Twitter and there would be some sort of obscene like highlight or like stat or something. Is there any one game from high school where y'all look back and are like, oh, we did that? Like that's pretty crazy.
Definitely. Definitely for me, definitely both Ravenwood games. I played like one of my best games there, and I had a special moment with him also on the field that I think just like you can't really explain and like you can't teach it. So it was a great experience.
What happened?
So we do this play. It's like an option play. It's like a mesh option. I come and I'm going on like a straight line, kind of like a sweep outside, or he can keep it and like go inside. But he decided to keep it, and then out of nowhere I just saw him. And then out of nowhere he just pitched it back to me.
Like 15 yards downfield, kind of deal.
It was like good, maybe like 5 yards.
Right, but
it was like a good. It was a smart play call. It was like a smart decision by him, because the one option is for me to go outside the dude, or the other one is for him to keep it, but he accidentally kept it, so he just decided to pitch it and scored. So, yeah,
it's almost like some schoolyard kind of stuff, you know, like flicking it around.
But it was fun for sure.
Keaton, the ages in front of you, JJ and Jordan, they played a lot of football, but then it's a bunch of young guys. So, like, how do you try to learn as much as you can in case you gotta get your number called right away?
Yeah, just mentally and physically, just gotta feel ready, and then learning from guys like you said, J-Dub and JJ. They just teach me the rights and wrongs from it, and like fix little mistakes I have. So does Coach White, so it makes me feel comfortable to get out there and be ready to play.
Coach White's big on like the little things. Is it even more tedious than you expected, the kind of coaching points?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot more tedious, and as you get deeper into the play calls, it's a little more tedious to the brain too. So like you just gotta focus in. But I feel comfortable right now, learning all the plays and learning all the right techniques to use in different types of situations.
So you starting at Sam or Jack? Or?
Sam.
Yeah,
he put me starting out at Sam back.
Keaten Wade these last couple weeks.
Sorry?
What have you seen out of Keaten Wade these last couple weeks? JJ being out.
Yeah, I think he's definitely shown improvement. I think it helps him, you know, from a confidence standpoint to bank those reps, because when he's at his best when he believes sort of what he's doing is right, you know, and he's such a great young man in that regard. Like it reminds me of sort of a young Josh Paschal, in that he always wants to do the right thing. And at some point, you know, once Josh was settled into the system, I had to tell Josh at sometimes, hey, listen, it's okay to cut loose and go be a football player. You don't always just have to do the paper X and O's. You're exactly right here. But if the ball's inside, like, tear off the guy and go make a play. And, you know, it takes time. Like when you're a young player, you want to do right. You don't want to let those other guys around you. And he's so conscientious about trying to do everything right. But the more confidence he gains in himself, the more he'll just be able to cut loose. And I've seen flashes of it, and we're, you know, looking forward to seeing more going forward. Thanks.
Yeah. Wade was there as well. Number 20, the true freshman. He is going to be a special player.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense number 8. That penalty will be declined. It's 4th down.
Yeah, take a look at how they pursued the football here and try to get that bubble screen, and then all of a sudden Wade comes flying up from his defensive back position. Ripka as well there, and I mean that's just a jarring hit. Wow. You know what? Back to his left. Blitz coming. He's in trouble, and he is going to be sacked way back inside the Youngstown State 45-yard line.
You just do a great job of open field tackle.
And the Cats will swarm Demetric Crenshaw. They will spot his forward progress at the 45-yard line. Keaten Wade, Oxendine there among those blue jerseys. That'll be a loss of 12.
That time it wasn't just 3 as far as rushers. They bring an extra guy, Jordan Wright. He's coming up the A-gap as he's started on the right defensive end. He is free up the A-gap, and there is nowhere for Crenshaw to go with the football.
It was my first sack. I think they counted it as a half sack, but I wish it was a full sack. That's on me. That's on me, just because I need to finish. But I'm excited just to pick up my first sack, and I just can't wait to bring many more sacks to Kroger Field.
Does that give you confidence to know you can play at this level?
Yeah, it definitely does. Just knowing that I can make plays at this level, and show what I can do, and also just picking up that first sack, I feel like that'll bring me more confidence and just help me play better as a player.
When you play with a lot of leaders, older guys on the defense, how much does that make you want to elevate your game, being one of the younger guys, knowing that you're surrounded by guys who are expecting a lot from you?
Yeah, it's huge. Just like players like Square and Quez and safeties back there, and then my fellow teammates, outside linebackers. I just don't want to let them down because they're putting so much effort, practice, film, whatever they're doing. So I don't want to mess up myself and be a little destructing the team. So I just focus on myself, and they bring me confidence when they're just picking me up and telling me good job and lock in and pick up my energy. So I just try to do it for them.
A right guard, by definition, will slip into that snug tight end jersey, play a little bit, and a crash down.
To keep this drive alive, Cook under duress, got rid of it, jacked up in the backfield again. Keaten Wade laid the lumber on Cody Schrader. What a start to this game for Kentucky.
Brother Keaton got his feet wet last season, made some good plays for you. What have you seen from him kind of taking that next step between that first and second year?
Yeah, Keaton and I have had a lot of talks about this being a big jump year, because he is a guy that can be a dominant player. For him, and we always talk about, all right, what does it take, right? We've talked about all these other players. What does it take to get them? For him, he's a very easygoing young man. He's very level-headed. He's even keel. Not too high, not too low, and that's what you want, from guys. But at the same time, within a play, you need little spikes, and he'll have plays that he just stays even keel. And it's like, no, this is a play that I need you to amp up. It's okay to get angry or to get mad, and when he has those moments, I try to encourage him, that's okay. I want you to get all the way up to the line, and I've had that conversation. Josh Pascal will tell you, Josh had that early in his career. He was very much a pleaser, that he always wanted to be in the right spot, and it was at some point, Josh, it's okay to be a little bit selfish, because you're gonna, as long as you go make a play. I need you to. I get it. You're the B-gap player. But you're whipping this guy so bad, I want you to, nope, it's not going to the B, go take the A and go make a tackle for loss. Keaton's a little bit of that same way. Hey, listen, I get it, you're in your gap, toss them, you're strong, toss them and go make a play on the inside in your secondary gap. And it's not always going to be right and perfect, but if he's 8 out of 10 on those, I'll take it. Now, I tell him, if you start getting 5 out of 10 on guessing or making your own plays, then I'm going to have to reel you in.
Dominant in the run and pass game, which Coach Wade said I can. I just need to focus in and do everything right and just be confident so I can play to my best ability.
Is there anything to just letting it go sometime and if you make mistakes or what?
Yeah, for sure. Like he preaches like not to think too much and like not play like a robot. So I've been trying to do that, and like even if it is not technically my gap or something like that, still try to make the play.
Keaton, do they have you working at just Jack or Jack and Sam?
Sam mostly, but I know the other playbook, like Jack playbook, like 80-90% of it I feel like. So I just need to keep studying the Jack side of the position, but I feel like I can play both pretty good.
What's the biggest difference from Jack to Sam?
Definitely the coverage aspect. I feel like playing in more space. I feel like Jack is a little more physical, but I feel like I'm ready for both those things.
What's the biggest thing you've had to work on, from last year to now?
Definitely just playing, like he said earlier, not being like a robot and just not trying to do everything right. Like when I see a play and I can make it happen. So definitely just working on that and just working on pass rush, definitely just begin on the edge, using my hands and trying to affect the quarterback as much as I can.
Coach White kind of compared you to Josh Paschal in the sense that he was a nice guy too, smart, conscious. But when you're out there between the lines, sometimes you got to flip that switch and become someone else. Has that been a challenge for you to kind of bring that a little bit more of that violent strike ability?
For sure, yeah. I feel like it has because I'm really a calm, keen person outside of football. So it definitely is just flipping that switch. And he's also been preaching to me about bringing the energy to the team because when I'm down, it affects my play, affects other people's play. So I'm just trying to bring my energy and try to do it every play I can.
Very reliable. He's a guy that's very conscientious, wants to do right all the time, cares, getting better. So really solid.
Blown did most of the damage on that last possession. McKinney pulls it down, tried to slip out of the pocket, and is brought down. Robinson makes the play along with.
Robinson got a lot of great pressure up front. Keyshawn Silver, though, for me, just
seconds. Irons know where to go. Eaten up, Keaten Wade.
This run that we've seen, maybe all game for the Commodores.
It has been a struggle for Swan today. He's in trouble again. A lot of the struggles have to do with his inability to have time to throw it. And Deion Walker and Keaten Wade were in the backfield again. Walker has been back.
Deion Walker's just strong. Watch the bull rush. Just walks right back. Keaten Wade running around the edge. Just muddies that.
Walker eyeing Graham Mertz on 3rd and 5. They drop 8. And that ball's intercepted. And on the return is Wallace inside the 20. He was looking for Boardingham. It was deflected and Wallace.
9th takeaway of the season, which leads the SEC.
Brad
consistently on defense.
3rd and 18. Weaver giving pushback. Mertz has to scoot out, and he has no option left whatsoever as Keaten Wade brings him down and brings him down hard at the end of that play.
Quarterback, he's just going to float here in the middle of the field, and when Mertz runs this way, he's going to follow. I think Brad White has done a really nice job early in this game, mixing up his 3rd down looks. Again, the cat and mouse game, trying to
Mertz steps up. Mertz taken down 3 yards short of the line to gain as the pocket was collapsing and Wade.
They just rush all through these gaps. Florida didn't have an answer. Graham Mertz forced to step up. 4th down now. And a nice catch by Jackson.
They all wore number 22.
They did,
That will as well.
That's a big number.
As this goes to Boardingham.
And also a nice job there making the tackle by Keaten Wade and keeping him inbound.
ETN nowhere to go. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Keaten Wade was right on top of it.
We're trying to pull Boardingham at
Keaten Wade, tackle for loss. Turnover on downs. Big Blue's going to be coasting home with a big W. Back Gets up to the 36, and it's a screen. It's Squirrel White, and he gets hawked down by Keaten Wade.
Down on the ground.
Milton tried to get free, and he cannot out of the grasp of Keaten Wade.
That was just a design QB run. All show up. See, they're trying to pull a backside guard and Ollie Lane to scoop him up.
Trey Knox is back. Tight end motions. Here's Rattler on the roll. A little pump fake to buy some time. Did not slide, and he got crushed. Keaten Wade came flying in for the tackle.
It's a little sprint left. Again, trying to get Spencer Rattler out of the pocket. That one you might just want to throw.